Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is my friend Sylvia, and we just filmed a tutorial on doing her makeup. So that should already be up on my channel. I will put a link in the description box if you want to see it. And right now we thought we would do something fun, and we're going to do my first time tag. So let's get started. Question number 1. Do you still talk to your first love?
Yes, I do, and he's actually my husband, my first boyfriend and first love.
Oh, so cute. And I don't. No. Number 2 is, what was your first job?
My first job was working at a retirement home.
Oh.
And I worked in the kitchen in Santa Monica. It's called Pacific Gardens. And it's a luxurious retirement home for like rich people.
Ooh. My first job was working at Forever 21. And I hated it. I did not like working there. It was so boring. We just walked around and fixed the clothes, and yeah, I was only there for maybe a few months and then I quit. And number 3 is, what was your first car?
My first car cost me $100, and it was a Mercury Topaz.
Mine was a Mercury too, but mine was given to me by my sister, and it was a Mercury Sable, and we called it the boat because it was like so plush and smooth, and it was just like, I love that car. Number 4 is, who was the first person who texted you today? That was you.
Oh, that was me?
Yeah.
Oh, who texted you? That was you?
Yeah.
You texted me.
Where you at?
Where you be, girl?
Where you be?
Where you be at?
Where you be at?
Where's you with?
Yeah. Number 6 is, who was your first grade teacher?
Miss Mamoni. I don't know, don't ask me. I don't know.
Mine was Mrs. Wright. Hers was really easy. Mrs. Wright.
Mamoni.
Mamoni.
Pobrecita. It's okay.
Number 7 is, where did you go on your first airplane ride?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Mine was Oregon to visit family, and I was really scared.
Girl, I threw up.
Oh, on the plane?
Yes, girl.
Oh my god.
I had a little brown bag that they provide, I guess, because people, I guess, get sick on planes. And the girl that was sitting next to me was like coaching me through the whole flight. It was a 45-minute flight. And she said, here, get this little bag and just kind of like to breathe in, breathe out, right? So as I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out,
you threw up?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Girl, I was, let's not say the age. like 30 probably.
Oh.
I think I was like 30 when that happened. And yeah, 31. You might be asking, gosh, how old are you? Yeah, 31. Not too long ago.
Because I was in middle school, I think. Or I just gone to high school. I think I was like around 14. So I was scared. Number 8, who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to him/her?
My first best friend was Elizabeth, and I still talk to her, not so much as a best friend, but because she's the mother of my niece. And then in high school I got another best friend. I know this isn't part of the question, but I love my best friend, and I have to make sure that she knows that. In high school I got another best friend, and she knows my original best friend, and we were the three of us.
Oh, 3 best friends.
So 3 best friends, and I ended up just staying best friends with my high school friend, and her name is Gabby, and I love her.
My first best friend, her name was Star Tucker, and she was my best friend from elementary school, and then she moved. And so, but she was like my first best friend, where I went to her house all the time. We even wrote letters to each other in the mail. So she was my friend, and now I don't keep in touch with her. I used to keep in touch with her on MySpace, but ever since then I haven't seen her, which is sad because she was really nice and we had good memories. Number 9 is, where was your first sleepover?
My first sleepover was across the street from where I live, my friend Roxana, and we're still friends. I was 14 years old, and 12 or 4, no, I think I was 12, and I still keep in touch with her, and we're still like very good friends.
My first sleepover has always been with my cousin Ashley. Every summer I would go and spend the night at her house for like a week. We would spend an entire week with each other, and it was funny because every time, like, you know, Monday I was there and we were like BFFs. By the time Friday came around, we were like both like, okay, you need to go home, I need to go home, because after a while, you know, we were just like, okay, we had enough of each other.
Yeah.
So a week was always a really good amount of time to spend with each other, but I loved going every summer to her house and just spending time with her. Isn't that the same thing? Okay, who was the first person you talked to today? That would be my husband Adrian.
And you are the first person I talked to. No, I'm lying. My mother-in-law. As she saw me leaving this morning to come to her house, she says, "Where are you going?" That was the first thing she said, and then I just told her what I was doing.
Girls time.
Girls time.
11. Whose wedding were you in for the first time?
My friend Melissa and her husband Rudy, which is a friend of my husband. So we were their witnesses, and I was her maid of honor, and he was his best man. So that, yeah.
My first wedding was my sister's, and my sister is 7 years older than me, so I was in her wedding. I was just one of the bridesmaids, and I think I was like 13, so it was really exciting for me. I was like, ooh. At 12 is, what was the first thing you did this morning?
Shower.
Mine was just play with my son in the bed. Number 13 is, what was the first concert you ever went to?
DMX.
Oh!
With my husband.
My first concert, again, I was like in middle school, because again, my sister's older, and she was, she won these tickets on 99.1. She called in, she was like, I don't know what caller, but she won the tickets for the TRL concert. And so we went. I was super excited because, you know, it was like Destiny's Child and like all kinds of different artists. And while we were there at the concert, she also won tickets to go backstage and meet them. So she was just like so hot. She was like, oh, I don't know what to do, because she was just winning stuff left and right.
Oh my gosh.
She was so lucky, and I was just like, yeah, because I was just there along for the ride. I was like, yeah. And we got to meet Destiny's Child. It was really, really cool.
What? That's so cool.
So yeah, I've seen Beyonce.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. So you met Beyonce?
I met Beyonce and Michelle
really?
and Kelly. I met them, and it's weird when you see celebrities in person, because they're a lot smaller than you think they are.
And she looks
like
so
Beyonce
big.
is like my height, and she's little.
She's really extremely like petite.
She's just curvaceous, but she's not like an Amazon like people think she is.
Oh, well, sorry, I thought she looked like an Amazon woman.
Yeah.
I really did.
Like, they think that about Khloe Kardashian, too. Like, they think that she's super tall and really thick, but
Khloe says that she's, well, I mean, she says that, no, she is, I'm sure, 5'8", I think she is. And my friend that I work with, she's 5'8" as well, and I look at my friend and I'm like, you're Khloe Kardashian's height. She's like, I am? I'm like, yeah, you are. Oh my God, you're tall.
Yeah, because
like me next to her is like,
I'm 5'7". You know, I don't feel like I'm super, super tall.
No, well, I mean, like, I'm 5'5", so...
But that's why she looks really, really big, because her sisters are only like 5'1", because if you...
They're super short.
I just saw, like, Kim Kardashian, and she's tiny. She's really, like, really small. So imagine, like, Khloe looking huge.
You saw Kim Kardashian?
I just, like, saw her.
Let me touch you.
I didn't touch her or anything. But I saw her. I was like...
I would have been like...
Okay, 14, first broken bone.
I've never broken a bone, thank God.
I have never broken a bone, but my daughter recently fractured my nose. So that's like the closest to a broken bone I've ever had. And I was a little bit traumatized, but it didn't hurt as much as I thought it was going to hurt. But she fractured my bone, like this one right here.
Yeah?
She cracked it. You heard it pop, because I heard it pop from, like, it's weird because you hear it from the inside, because I heard it, and then Adrian was like, are you okay? I heard like a pop, and I was like, no, it was like all swollen. She was being tickled by Adrian, and I was lying on the bed, and so she threw herself back, and when she threw herself back, her head like landed right on the bridge of my nose, and that's why she fractured it.
Well, I can't even tell.
She actually kind of fixed it.
It actually does look
smooth. Huh?
It does look like smooth.
No, yeah, because this,
like
you can see this side right here.
Right.
It has like, it's,
it was the same way over here.
And it was worse on the other side. Because this side was my good side. And now it's the bad side because she made this part smooth.
It's really smooth. It looks good. Hey,
I'm like, can you do it this on this side?
Can you look it up on this side?
Can you fix my other side?
This side.
15 is first piercing.
My ears, I was like a month old, I think.
Have you had any other than that? Like,
Probably.
did you do yourself?
No, never. No piercings other than these, and I have these since I was a baby, so that's it.
Yeah, I had these too. My mom pierced my ears, and mind you, she did it totally wrong. Because she didn't even put them in the center of my ear. She did it like way low. So that's why I usually wear studs, because the hole, my hole is like way down here. It's not in the middle. So she messed it up for me. But the piercing that I did by myself was my belly button, which I don't have anymore.
I always wanted to do that, but I don't know. Just kind of scared. I never really.
And you know what? It didn't hurt at all.
No.
I was so I was nervous to get my belly button pierced because I'm like, oh my god, you know, they have to get a big chunk of skin, and you know, it did not even hurt. I was like, oh my god, I could just do this over and over. It did not hurt at all. It was so weird how it just was not painful. 16, first foreign country.
Mexico.
Mexico.
That's it.
Mexicali.
Zacatecas.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for Zacatecas.
TJ. You know, the huge. 17 is first movie you remember seeing in the theaters.
Bambi.
Mine is Beauty and the Beast.
Disney. Both Disney movies. See?
I remember crying.
I cried for Bambi too. Because they killed a mama. Why they gotta kill the mama though?
I still think that to this day. I'm like,
why?
Why?
So rude.
18 is when was your first detention?
Oh my god. My first detention was in 8th grade, and it was a girl's fault. She was being a bully, and she sat in front of me, and it was a total accident. And the chair in front of, she wasn't in front of me, she was the one under, like, it was me, empty chair, and then her. The ladder, right, going down. And somehow the desk in front of me like went forward and it hit her back. And I didn't do that, but you know, I got in trouble for it, and she was the bully. Honestly, I really don't know, honestly, without the wink wink. I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and she blamed me for it. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, so I was sent to the counselor's office, and she said, okay, well, since this isn't going to get resolved, then, you know, you both have to go to detention. I was like, how mean? Like, that goes on my record, you know? Like, why would I be going to detention when she's the bully and an accident happened? And I'm paying for it, but whatever. So that was that. That was my first detention in 8th grade.
My first detention was in, I think it was sophomore year. Okay, because I'm a good little girl. I'm very, you know, just go to school, get the work done, and just go home and watch cartoons. But this time I was in a class with my friend Amy. And her and me yipping and yapping, chatting, you know. And the teacher was kept telling us to be quiet. And basically we just kept talking, and so we got a detention. And then in detention we got in trouble for talking in detention because we got the detention together in the same class. And then she was like, oh my god, do I have to give you guys another detention? And so but she liked it. I know she liked us.
Yeah.
So it was funny, but that was my first and last detention.
Yeah, first and last too for me. I never got in trouble like that ever again.
Alright, 19 is, who was your first roommate?
My first roommate was my sister, and my sister, my older brother, and my other older brother. Yeah, they were my roommates because, you know, it was a 2-bedroom home and we had to share rooms. And then eventually when we moved out, it was just my sister and I. But yeah, imagine having to share a room, 4 people in one room, bunk beds, mind you, but still, you know, having to share. And I mean, we were little, but still, they were my roommates.
Yeah, that's me too. My roommate was my sister. And I hated it because, like I said before, we have a really huge age gap. So she was like in high school when I was in elementary school. And you may or may not know this about me, but I have OCD. Like, I am a neat freak. And she was a total slob. And so I hated, I was like, Mom, when it's so dirty, she doesn't fold her clothes. And like, I was just like, all the time. I hated having her as a roommate. And she would sleep until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, that is so boring. She just sleeps. She doesn't do anything. She would have our room like a cave, like pitch black. And I like sunlight. I like it bright. And I go in there and, you know, like open the blinds and she'd be all pissed. So I hated it. So yeah, that was just the worst. I loved it when I finally had my own room because it was always clean, basically.
What was the first lesson you ever took? Maybe
like piano lessons or something?
It could be something like that.
I didn't take lessons for anything.
I never took lessons for anything. I'm pretty much self-taught.
21 is, who was the first beauty-related person you watched on YouTube?
Marlena. Makeup Geek.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I would agree. That was the first person that I would like watch consistently.
I never subscribed to her channel. And I finally did this year or last year.
Oh.
Last year, because last year was when I met her. And I didn't even realize that when I went to her to look for her in her channel, I saw that it wasn't subscribed, and I was like, oh, rude. So I clicked the button, and I'm like, subscribed to her now, but because I always went through her blog, that's why. So sorry.
So that is it for this tag video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And do you want to shout out your channel, because you have your channel?
Okay, it's Sweetie, SWEETY N, the letter N, Evil, EVIL.
She needs to do more videos. So
I do.
She will start doing videos soon.
Yeah.
Because you haven't posted in a while.
I haven't posted in a while, and they're not complete makeup tutorials. They're just clips of makeup looks that I do. But maybe if I get a little bit more subscribers, I'd be a little bit more motivated to make more videos. But I'm also working on my setup, as I was telling Justine. And I also need, like, you know, lighting and stuff. I have the camera and I've had it for a long time, and it's a really good quality camera, but if you're interested,
yeah,
so check
we'll
it out.
probably do some future collabs too in the future.
Yeah, like giveaways.
Yeah,
like,
giveaways.
We've been, yeah, and actually we do have a giveaway coming up, so you know, if you subscribe and like and all that good stuff, then you know, maybe you could win a little something, something.
A little lot of something, something.
A little lot of something.
Because I've been accumulating a lot of stuff for you guys.
So have I. So a double.
I have my little stash right there. I just keep adding to it. So I just really want to make it really good and something that you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh,
like, I got all of that.
Yeah,
you did. Boom.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out Sylvia's channel. I will have it linked in the description box. And thanks so much for stopping by, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Okay, bye.
Did this makeup look before this video.
Rude.
Rude. Hello?
You're Papa Bear. I get to see him in person.
Go take that, girl. Oh, dang. Ooh, now we can go shopping. Shopping.